Hello, I'm Jessie. I'm 17. I'm a writer. I'm a geek. I'm incredibly nervous. My mom's the one who told me I could make YouTube videos as a hobby due to the fact that all I seem to do in my spare time is write, watch YouTube, and read. So here we go. Wrote a script because I kept running on a tangent. Here's the main people I watch. Charlie is So Cool Like, Naramon, Dan is Not on Fire, Amazing Phil, Emma Blackery, Blimey Cow, Dear Taylor Tragedy, It's Way Past My Bedtime. It's not really, actually, it's afternoon. That was wrong. Michael Aranda and Liam Dryden. Yeah, and the majority of them are British. I think there's only three people in a... No, yeah, not in a row, but three people that are American in there. Yeah, that's all I got. So I guess I'll just talk so you can get a feel for the way I speak. I'm much better at writing than speaking, actually. It's kind of weird. I mean, I had to write that on a whim with my inky pen. Come on, you gotta love having an inky pen. I mean, it writes smoothly. And I got this from the dollar store, too. Pretty good pen. Dollar store pen. Yeah. So, I live in New York, not the city. People automatically think the city. Oh, mail's here. Okay. Yeah. In case you're wondering, I'm not wearing any makeup. No, you'll probably be staring at my zits. Okay. What was I saying about the city? Yeah, people automatically think the city whenever I tell them I'm from New York. It was quite weird. Actually, one time I was in Ohio. Was it Ohio? Or was it... Well, actually, it happened both in Ohio and Michigan. I almost said Maryland. Michigan. It's a funny story, actually. When I was in Michigan, here's how big a klutz I am. I was sitting there in a Sunday school at a church I've never been to because I was only visiting for the weekend. And I was sitting there in the class, and they got out orange juice. Yeah, you can kind of expect that. Long story short, I spilled the orange juice all over the table. It just spread all over, and I felt like a dork. One was because people asked me what part of the city I'm from in New York. And I just went with it because I got tired, because there are other people we met in Michigan, and they always say, "Ooh, the city? What's it like?" I'm like, I don't live in the city. I've never even been to the city. Almost went there once, but that was an accident. My dad got lost track and went the wrong way. Anyway, but I've been to Albany. Does that count? No, it doesn't. So I already felt like a dork by just going with the fact that, yeah, I'm from New York. I decided to do the accent. I can't do the accent. Really, I can't. I sound really horrible when I do the accent. So I just use my regular voice. And it's funny, is I live near Rochester. So that's a city, supposedly. It's quite big compared to where I've been, but then I went through Columbus one day. Now Rochester feels like a town. There was this entire Macy's it was huge. I've only seen Macy's when it's attached to a mall, and it was huge. Like you're driving through, you just see it. There's the Star, and then there's Macy's, and you see it, and you feel really tiny, and I'm short enough already. I'm 5'3", and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'm an ant. It's huge. And then I tell a friend about it, and this friend, he's like, oh yeah, you should go to this such a mall, and it'll make it look like a regular building. And I'm like, oh, of course, because you've been everywhere, haven't you? I know he hasn't, but he likes to brag. I'm already getting comfortable, since this is the third time's a charm, I guess. A little more about, like, what I write. I can write nonfiction and fiction, of course, you know, reports. Oh, school bus. Okay. Yeah. Another fact, I'm homeschooled, so in case you're like going, Jess, aren't you gonna come up with some school stories? Well, I do have a few school stories. I do have another classmate, my brother. Actually, he's done with school. He's actually doing some little extracurricular type of junk going on. He's doing math with me, just to keep it in his head. The math I do is consumer math. It's math I know I'm going to use. I've never been good with math. I mean, I'm terrible. I'm really terrible with math. Like, what happened was, I went to public school. Well, okay, I went to a private school for kindergarten. Yeah, because I'm all posh. Not really. We were just, my parents wanted me to go to at least a Christian school at the beginning. And so we went to that one. And of course, they don't really teach much stuff in kindergarten. Not really. In first grade and second grade, I went to a public school, and I was bullied by my teacher the first grade, and in the second grade, I had a classmate that was a bully. And I don't know what it was that they didn't like about me in the second grade. I mean, there's very few reasons you could not like a person when you're in the second grade. I mean, my dad's home. Anyway, so, and this video is running very long again. I need to set a time limit. So, yeah, they didn't teach me math. They just kept putting me into this room when they didn't teach me anything. So, bye. I guess I'll try to make more videos. I'll try. I will try.